Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel darlings. If you're new, welcome. I'd love for you to stick around and have some fun with us. We're back again. It's the 14th and bit of double-edged sword. On the one hand, feeling really good, feeling tip-top again. On the other hand, after tomorrow night we go back into full lockdown, so it's just one day it's good, the next day it's bad. But anyway, I've got a lot to be thankful for. I feel healthy and well, and yep, I'm doing good. Olivia painted me a lovely flower today. There's the blue sky there and there, that's the sun. A lovely little multicoloured flower, so I'm popping that in there that she painted for me, and we're working on here. So what I thought was I want to make a nice pocket, and I've done it before like with a tag, like made a double tag. So one is has got a see-through pocket with either vellum or cheapy tracing paper. I've got vellum, but this is thinner and a lot cheaper. And so what I normally do is make a tag, and then this, it goes across half of it as the pocket, and then make a smaller one to go in it inside. But I thought I'll make the pocket actual on the page, and then we'll make a nice tag to go inside. But what I thought we'd do is we'll emboss it first. So I've cut it to size, I think. Did I do this bit? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to pop that in there, pop it through my big shot, and I shall be right back. Okay, so I've not looked yet, so dun 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 dun. Let's see. Oh, I love it. Oh, don't that look nice? I don't know how well you can see against that white background. Look at that. Don't that look lovely? With all the snowflakes. I'm over the moon with that. Right. So, yeah, I'm going to have it back there. And I'm going to give it a nice sort of frame kind of thing. So, I'm just going to stick this down right now. Or actually, no, I will put a little bit of glue on the edges. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to be gluing the fabric, like the trim that's around the edge, but I better tack it in place a little bit, otherwise it could be moving all over the place. So, how are you all? I hope everybody is well, staying safe and away from the lurgy. I'm feeling tons better now, and yeah, just back to normal. But yeah, our quarantine ended the other day, and so I was thinking, oh yeah, now like next week or that I can just pop out and get a few bits, or see Jamie, because I haven't seen Jamie for a couple of weeks where we was quarantined. And then yeah, big announcement today. London and the South East going back into lockdown, like tier 3, because we've got 3 tiers over here. We was in tier 2, but yeah, now it's changed to tier 3. So that means that you can't see your loved ones and that, other than meeting up with you can meet up with 2 other households over Christmas, but only then, you know. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing, seeing as like, yeah, just coming out of lockdown, and then it's like, oh no you ain't, and they're putting us back in. Actually, right, I'm gonna get that straight. But I don't think I'm going to stick that bit yet, because I want to come down here with this lovely kind of candy cane stripe. So, right, I'll just run some glue along there. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing all right in wherever you are. I just spoke to Jamie and I said to him, we might not even get to see each other now until Christmas. I said, so like it's either like tomorrow or never sort of thing, you know, because I'm not sure. Because you're allowed to, at the minute in tier 2, you are allowed to meet up with someone that you're in a long-term relationship with. But I'm not sure in tier 3 whether that's the case or not. I don't think it is. So I said, like, as I just said, it's tomorrow or never really. Well, not never. I'm going a bit extreme there and I'm exaggerating a bit. Not never, but yeah, tomorrow, or it might be like waiting until Christmas Eve or something. So I think he's going to come and get me and go and do a bit of shopping tomorrow. I've done all my Christmas shopping, but I want to get more things, sweeties and that, you know. And yeah, if the more I can get tomorrow, then the less hassle it is come Christmas week, because I do like to have it all organised, which it is. Oh, and talking of organisation, oh no, it's not in the back of this one. If you liked the idea of, hang on, it's in this one. Oh, look, I spilt coffee earlier. I knew it had got something wet, and I couldn't see what it was. It was this, look, I frayed all my thingy. But I'll make a new one of these every year. This is just my list book with all the crazy, all my crazy Christmas shopping. Mine like a 3-year-old. But what, in case you didn't see in the video before, I have a Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I print out this every year. I don't normally decorate it, I just did this year. But I normally print out this schedule, one for Christmas Eve, one for Christmas Day, and it's got 15-minute increments all the way from 6 AM up to 9:45. Not that I'm doing stuff for all that amount of time, but I do like to have planned out when this is going in the oven, when I've got to baste that, when I've got to get something out of the freezer to defrost, all those kind of things, right? So I use plans like this every year. And if you want to be as organised as me in that crazy OCD kind of way that I am, you can go over to my coffee page, which is linked below, and you can download them for free. So they're in my freebie gallery. I know it's a bit of a weird thing, like it's not a part of a what's it face, it's not part of a digi-kit or nothing, but I've been doing that, right, having a timetable and having that to organise me for, God, 30 years, nearly 30 years, 25 years, something like that. Ever since I cooked my first Christmas dinner. I mean, Nan was still alive and she was like, right, what I do, and she used to write on the back of an envelope and have her little timetable, and so that was what she told me to do. And yeah, I'll go one better than that. I'll print it out each year. But years ago, before I had a printer, I did used to just write it on a bit of scrap paper or whatnot, or in a notepad. And not just because I'm a bit of a stress head, which I held my hands up, yeah, I am, but it really does take all the stress out of it, because I know that if I write that out early enough, and I can check it a few times, that's one of my hairs, I'm molting, hang on, sorry, yeah. Oh, that's a bit deep, but I haven't got a red lace that's littler. I wonder if I could... Oh, it don't matter, I will have it deep. Let's go for it. Yeah, so I find that if you do that, write it out a few days before, then if you have forgotten anything, you'll remember because you've checked it, you know, you've got your thing written out, and you can always print it out again and write it out again with whatever you've forgotten, or fill that in, you know, because we all do it a lot of times where you'll sort of, like, not with Christmas, because I do try and be really organised like that, but on times when I haven't done it like that, which has only been once, you sit down at the dinner table and you're like, oh, where's this dish? Oh, I didn't even defrost that, let alone cook it, you know, and things like that. I know, like, my sister used to do it all the time, and or other people, you know, would do it, like everyone does. But yeah, sorry, I was just checking that I hadn't glued the top there, and I haven't. So yeah, I really like that, but you can't really see the benefit of it until I get something behind it. So I was thinking of a tag made out of this, because it's gorgeous and festive, and once that goes in there, it'll really show up nicely. I'm not finished with that though. I want to add something else. Let's see. Look, see, now you can see how lovely it looks. Isn't it just gorgeous? So, hang on, let me poke that back in. Yeah, that's roughly about the right width. I could even fit... Oh, I thought it was going to tip off. I could even fit a couple of tags in there, I think. Yep, that looks about right. We'll work with that. And so, yeah, I think when you don't do that, there are things that you forget. We all do it and that, and so it just goes to helping make life easier, you know, and that's what we all want. We all want to enjoy Christmas, you know, but like when you're a mum or you're a nana, or I don't know, sometimes like a dad or whoever cooks the meal, whoever it is that cooks the meal, you've got a lot of pressure, haven't you? It's the dinner of all dinners, so you want to get it right, and that is why I like to know that I've got it in the bag. If I've got it all written out and that, and I'm following that to the letter, it just makes my life easier. Some people might be the complete opposite and think, oh no, I wouldn't want all that. That'd put me under more pressure having to write out a timetable. But for me, it works. So I thought if it might work for you, I wanted to share it with you. Right, so I've grabbed a bit of copy dyed paper, and oh, remember Fat Santa? I couldn't find him. He was in between this bit of paper and this bit of paper. I moved him to the side last night, and then I couldn't find him, and I had to use a different image. But I lifted this up and looked underneath, and he weren't there. But I didn't realise that I'd separated, like I had the top page had been loose, and I'd put it on the other bit, and then moved the page I'd torn off, moved it back onto the book, and so then yeah, that was it. Santa was wedged in between them two, little Santa sandwich, and lost, and so I had to cut out another bit, didn't I? Or tear out another bit. But yeah, that's where Santa was. I found him this evening. But yeah, so I was all excited about, oh, I'm out of quarantine now. I was hoping to get the bus over to my eldest this week and see her and the children. And then on the news tonight, we learnt that that ain't going to be happening, because we're back into tier 3, which is full on isolating, can't meet up with people outside your household, blah 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 blah, all of that boring rubbish that spoils the fun. So yeah, I spoke to her earlier and I was like, oh, I was so looking forward to getting the bus over one day this week, spending some time with her and the children, only to learn that it ain't allowed. But you've got to do what you've got to do, ain't you? Everybody's got to do as they're told. So just got to put up with it, make the best of it. Rules are going to be relaxed over Christmas for, I think it's, I can't remember if it's 3 days or 5 days, but yeah, they're going to relax the rules, but not like you can all throw a party and go radio rental. You can, what's it? You can form a bubble with 2 other households, but only 2 other households. So say my eldest daughter, she can see her mother and father-in-law, and she can see me. Or if she wanted to see her dad, she can't see me, you know. So it's really, like, you've really got to pick who you want to see, and then just like sort of video call who you can't see, you know. And we had plans like of my mum coming for dinner, but she's so worried that, because they're saying on the news they're relaxing these rules, but if you're old, take extra special care, sit near an open window. My dining room ain't even got a window, you know. So that ain't happening. But yeah, just it's just horrible, really, ain't it? Because yeah, there was all these things saying about how people over 75 got to be extra special careful. Not that they're not already, they're already petrified, bless them. And there was a thing on this morning that's put the fear of God into her, and she's scared now, and she's planning on having her Christmas dinner all on her own. And I know, I said to her, she's got to do what she's got to do, you know. She ain't got to feel that she's got to keep me happy or anything. But the thought of her being all on her own for the first time in her life, I just think she'll get really melancholy and that, and get upset about my dad not being there and things, you know. So yeah, it's let's not talk about it, because I'm making myself feel sad now for her, and I don't want that. I don't want to bring everyone down, because you've got to make the best of things, ain't you? If we keep getting down about things we can't do, like, we'd all be in such a terrible state. People's mental health is suffering at the moment. That is happening. So we've got to make sure that we just do, I don't know, what they did in the war, and make the best of it, you know, like just sort of pull your big girl pants up and get on with it, you know. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sort of make it so that whatever is going on, I can't let it upset me, because no one wants to be upset at a time when there's so many things to be upset about. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure it's better for us all to try and see the best, like, of a bad situation, you know, make the best of a bad situation. That's it. But which I think the best is that we've got what do you call it? Technology. You know, we can Skype or FaceTime, like, you know, we can do that. We can all be on our social medias, you know, we can share pictures, we can email each other. There's so many different ways of keeping in touch and keeping your mental health healthy. So that has been my aim all through this, to try not to let myself get upset about things, and it's stood me in good stead pretty much, you know. And one of the things that's helped me more than anything, I know I'm rabbiting on rather than working, but I need to get some bits to go under here, but I just wanted to finish this point. One of the things that's kept me really healthy mental wise has been being able to do this, because I think it helps me that I'm vocalising my feelings so much, because then I'm not internalising it all and making the worst of everything. If you talk about things, even if you're not getting the return of the conversation until a day later in the comments, it still helps. It still helps to share, you know. And I really have found that talking about it every day, or as much as I can coming on here, it's just been a game changer. I know that if I didn't have this platform, I know that my mental health would be so much worse, and so I'm so grateful for it. I really am. It's one of those things that I just will always be eternally grateful that I took the chance, took a little gamble and started this channel, because I know that it's helped me so much. Right, so I'm thinking big load of fluff here underneath this lovely flower, and maybe a red button in the centre. And I did similar yesterday down there with that one, but yeah, I loved how that looked, so I'm thinking of something similar there. I think this will be a lovely one. Lovely white fluff. I can make like sort of a big circle like that, so that it will peek out from all the way round over the edge. I'm going to cut the end off. I've got a knot there that's a bit thick and ugly. Right, I've got to roll these sleeves up. Sorry, I've got the most grotty cardigan on that I owned. It's a cross between a cardigan and a dressing gown. It's a big furry monster of a thing, but it does keep me lovely and toasty. But it's all bobbly. It's not a good look, it really ain't, but it keeps me nice and toasty warm. And it's very big and oversized, so there's a lot more movement than like, I feel that I've got a lot more movement and a lot not as restricted as if I've got my dressing gown on, which ain't restrictive really, my dressing gown, when I think about it. But yeah, this just is a lot looser. I like that. That looks wicked. Right, let me not ruin it. I'm going to try and just put a little bit of glue, just dot it in a couple of places, because I don't want to get glue on the bits on the fluff, but I just want to hold it in place a tiny bit before I get this bit glued on, like that. Right, yeah, that'll do. Oh, I've dropped my lid, but I've got a spare lid, so I'll pop that lid on until I can see where the other one is. And right, do I want, it's a shame I've got nothing red to sort of poke out. I could maybe have a couple of scraggly bits if I did something with this. Let's see what we can do with it. Now, I don't know where I'm going with this really. I'm just going to see if I can sort of pull it about a bit, maybe a couple of bits, and let's see. Oh, that might look alright. I'll try that. Right, I'm not going to use that bit of this that I just butchered, but it triggered a memory that I'd forgotten about. When me and Lily went through a phase of making flowers, and we would, I know it looks a bit scraggly and all cut wrong and everything, but I'm just going to dot some glue just so that it'll hold it when I fold it over, because yeah, me and Lily went through a phase of trying all different kinds of shabby flowers. We've got some great ideas from Ruby over at Little Books. I think Siobhan had done some, and yeah, there was a few that we watched, and one of the really simple ones we used to do is this one, of where you fold over your piece of fabric and then just do your little snips. I'm doing them about 1 centimetre apart, or maybe just under, maybe about 1/4 of an inch probably, but just snipping all the way along, but making sure that you don't cut through it, and then kind of making like a rosette with going around. That end is a bit rubbish. Did I cut through that? No. Actually, that very end there, I'm going to chop off, because I'm not going to even need it this long, but let's pull that back down so you can see what I'm doing. And with a mesh like this, it's so lightweight, it's quite fiddly, isn't it, to control. Look, see, I only need that much, so I can chop that off. I can chop that off there, and then I can use that bit maybe on the tag. Right. It's easier when you're doing it onto a disc, like a little punching out like a 1-inch circle or a 2-inch circle, depending on the size of your rosette. But when that gets on there, it's going to look kind of pretty. What I am going to do, right, what I was going to say is I might cut into it a bit more. So I need to lift it up, I need to get that circle back in place. Right. Maybe cut in between, so I'm cutting it, if I cut into each bit, so it's about 1/8 of an inch each little slice instead of 1/4. I don't think I've missed any. I think that will make for a better little rosette, you see, because the closer together you make them, then the thinner your little petals. So once we get that there, get that there like that, and it's not got to be perfect, but look, see the difference it makes to that. It's lovely. So I don't want that end poking out like that. Oh, right, it's just getting the position right now, so that's our circle-ish. That might be a plan. Gluing it to the back of here, like that, yeah. That's what I'm doing wrong. I should be using this how I would use a disc of paper or cardstock. That's how me and Lily used to do it. and you just go round and round and round until you work your way into the middle from the outside. But obviously I'm not doing that with this flower. I'm just going around the edge because I'm not trying to make a whole flower out of it. I'm just trying to give the impression that there's a flower underneath, or petals. And coming around there. Let's get to there, and then I'm going to lose the last two so that this one meets up there and it's not all overly busy. And then you see, like that, that is so cute. I love it. Right, but I'm not ready to stick it down yet, so do not stick. Right, so that's our thing there. Now I'm ready to stick it down. I've got to put my glue on. Right, lay down. Yeah, I completely forgot. Me and Lily went through a right face. We decorated loads of stuff with flowers, all different kinds that we learned, all different shabby flowers. And yeah, it's great fun. Nice thing to do. It's easy for kids to do, and it zhuzhes up anything, can it? Like little storage boxes we decorated with flowers of different kinds. And yeah, it's just lovely and cute, isn't it? I love that now. I'm really happy with it. But I said I wanted a button in the middle, didn't I? Right, so where has it gone? Right, I found a red button to go in the middle, and then I've not stitched it on like I normally would. I found a bead cap, a silver bead cap that fits inside just perfect, and then it just gives that little bit of bling. So I think we're going to bring the tweezers into the game. Or as I do like to call them sometimes when I'm getting my words mixed up in my normal mental way, I call them forceps, like I'm doing some operation. Dr. Finlay. Oh, but yeah, they like forceps, aren't they? When, oh, I was trying to avoid a string and I just made an even bigger string. I've got like a, you know when people do it with spun sugar, I've got that effect going on. I've spun sugared my forceps. Right, let's flip that there. Oh, it didn't quite go to plan. Go in, go in, go in. Ah, yeah, now see, ain't that lovely? I'm really pleased with that little rosette down there. Nice shabby looking. And, oh, I need a bit more glue, I think, though, in there. Because I pulled most of the glue off when I went mad. Went mad with the forceps tweezers. Right, let's see that I haven't had no leakage and made me pocket not a pocket. No, that's still going to go in there all lovely. Right, I think I'm going to have some of this at the top as my little thingy, my little tab of the top of the tag, but I want a bit of this as well. And I might need a longer bit really for a big tag like this. I think I've got another bit. Yay, this is what I'm talking about. We'll have a bit of that, a bit of this. What else? We'll have a bit of the fluff, this lovely eyelash trim, just to tie it all in. And this tag is very plain at the minute, isn't it? So I'm thinking I want the bottom bit all plain because it's going in this gorgeous, gorgeous embossed pocket. But I might have a flower like that on the opposite side at the top, just to give it a bit of loveliness, just to zhuzh it up a bit. I was trying to type that when I'm in conversation with someone. How do you spell zhuzh? It's one of them words that you don't even know how you would look it up, because I don't even know what zhuzh would begin with, you know, zhuzhing it up. I don't know where it comes from, but we all say it, don't we? Well, I'm sure we all do. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know how to spell it, so I had to think of another word. I didn't know how to type it and make it look like a normal word. Right, and I keep doing that over and over. I'm stroking it, but I just wanted to... I don't know where this has gone. It's gone mainly to the back. Let's try and bring that forward, the fluffiness. Right. So that's going to sit there. So yeah, don't you think a flower, a little, something like this but smaller up here, not too bulky because of the bulking out the journal, but just something. We could do the mesh thing again underneath. I have got a little one like that. I've got a prettier one in there that Chiffon sent to me, but I'm not using that, I'm saving it. I know I've got more of this because this is from a fabric that I've cut out of, and I had a great big load of it. I'm just seeing, yeah, no, we'll stick with that, but yeah, we'll do another one. And it won't need, this will probably be enough, this bit that wasn't enough for the top of the tag, it'll probably be enough for this little job. And I might even do it how I said I used to do it with Lily, onto a little disc, because if I used a 1-inch punched out from 1-inch circle punch, that would be the right size to go underneath that, and it just makes it easier. But I've got to cut my little bits. I'm doing them closer together this time. It's a smaller little flower. Oh, I'll have to, Lily's got a much better memory than me. I'll ask her about the ways we used to do the others. Oh, I know we did loads with squares of fabric. I still do that a fair bit now. Right, I've got a little inch thingy. It was one of the robins that Olivia cut out for me, but I can use it because it's already had glue on and that, and I've still got one over there to use on something, so I'm not, I don't know why I've done it in the middle. I only needed it round the edge. It don't matter though, does it, as long as it's on there. Come on. And there. And yes, if I was making a normal flower, I would just keep going, working inwards until I got to the very centre, and then put another flower in, or a button, or whatever you want as the centre of your flower. Right. Do I want to carry on going? No, it's not enough really. I could cut some more. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I'll do another little tiny bit more. Where's that? There it is. Oh, I've got a bit here. Right. I don't need as much as this, I don't think. I'll only need a tiny bit. probably half of what I've already got. Right. I'll cut that back there. Oh. Right. And then in here. Oh, that end went a bit mental. And that's it. And then that's going to be our centre of our rosette there. Like it. Right. Oh. I'm going to pop that in the middle. And then I'm gonna grab one of these little diamantes, and there was one out of the bag. Oh, I must have put it back in. And I'm gonna pop that in the middle. Right, stop it. And I'll probably put a little bit of white eyelash trim underneath. Drop that there. Just to make the rosette of the red stand out, because we're putting it on a red background. So, and then yeah, once you've done this, just pull your bits about. On your flower. That sounded so so crazy. Pull all the little bits of your flower about, and just until you're happy with it, you know. But try not to pull it apart. Okay, so right, that'll be like that. It's a little bit mad, but that's fine. A little bit like me, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to flip it over a minute without jogging my diamond in the middle. Just get the direction of the eyelash trim. All in the same way, getting it away from like the seam. Right. So that I can just position it going round. Cut a bit off, because otherwise where it overlaps, it's a thicker eyelash trim, this one, isn't it? And so then where it overlaps, you end up, it sort of weighs it in one direction more than we want it. Right. Oh. Nice dollop of glue up here. Ah, what a nice Christmassy rosette there. Oh, I'm happy with that. I think that bit might... Oh no, there is glue underneath. I was just trying to work out if it was gonna stick. And then I'm going to pop that in there like that. Lovely. I'm happy with that. I'm really, really happy with it. So, I'm going to leave that there, because I want to go up now, have a nice bath, and get myself all prepared, because if I'm doing something the next day, I like to get myself prepared and know exactly what I'm doing, what I'm putting on and all of that. So I'm going to go and do that now, and then by the time I finish that, my glue here, there and everywhere will have dried, and I'll be able to journal. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the lovely well wishes that I received and your kind words. I can't remember if I did thank you enough yesterday, but from the bottom of my heart, I really am grateful to all of the lovely well wishes I sat replying to this morning. Made me quite emotional, it really did. And yeah, thank you for giving me the honour of keeping you company in your craft room or in your living room or wherever you are at this moment in time. I'm grateful for you, for allowing me this opportunity to share time with you, you know, and share life and experiences and the ups and downs with you. You make it so brilliant for me, and yeah, I couldn't be more grateful for having the best subscribers on YouTube, without a doubt. I don't care whether someone's got 10 million subscribers, I've got the best ones, so that's all that matters. So thank you very much. I love you all loads, and I'll see you tomorrow, darlings. Bye for now. Bye.